Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
I want to gamble. Gambling is a very serious business. Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. You know, usually during the show, I get to interview some of the biggest newsmakers in the gaming and casino industries. But this week, I'm going to be joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry. Whether it be casinos, sports betting, iGaming, esports, the gaming industry is constantly changing, and Doug's going to pick a couple of the biggest stories that occur in the last month, and we're going to talk about them and see what they mean for the gaming industry. So when we come back, we're talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month. So stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards.
You may want to attend college,
but you have a full-time job and kids that need your full-time attention.
How can you possibly attend college?
You learn online at South University.
Earn your degree while you still earn a paycheck.
Take care of your future while you take care of your children.
Earn your degree any hour, any day, from anywhere.
And the credit transfer policies also make it easier to return to college.
Earn your degree online from instructors who go way beyond the classroom to help their students change their lives.
And help their students change the lives of their children.
Learn online at South University.
Call 800-829-8056.
College is a road to your destination.
And every journey begins with a starting point.
Start from South University online.
The convenience of taking classes where you want.
The flexibility of taking classes when you want.
So you can become who you want.
South University online.
Call 800-829-8056. That's 800-829-8056.
Hey, this is Dave Weischadle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of June 23rd, 2025. Hard Rock International announced that the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Ottawa is set to open its doors on July 3rd. Canada's first fully integrated Hard Rock Hotel and Casino will feature 150 guest rooms, over 150,000 square feet of entertainment and gaming space, 40 table games, 1,500 slot machines, a high-limit gaming area, and 10 bars and restaurants. The grand opening will feature Canadian entertainers in a state-of-the-art Hard Rock live performance venue which seats up to 2,200 people. MGM National Harbor in Maryland debuted the Ultimate Fire Link Zone. That is a 2,400 square foot venue for fans of the game Ultimate Fire Link. The space will house 48 different Ultimate Fire Link brand slot machines and is the first designated Ultimate Fire Link Zone in MGM Resorts International global portfolio. And finally, if you're a fan of Elvis Presley, get on over to Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. In honor of the King's 90th birthday, the property introduced its newest luxury accommodation called Imperial Sky Villa. The area, which used to be Elvis's suite during his residency, is 13,200 square feet of living space. Guests will be surrounded by plaques and memorabilia that document Elvis's Las Vegas years. Sounds like a great place to visit. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
You're listening to House of Cards. Check us out at houseofcardsradio.com.
We must get her back. I'll be satisfied if we get her half back. I'll take a quarter back. In fact, I'll take Notre Dame in 2 points.
Oh, you want 2 points?
I certainly do.
Well, you got 'em.
Oh!
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I know you've been dying to hear all about this.
Okay.
We have a chess tournament.
A chess tournament.
Yes. Just announced.
Okay, is it actual chess, or is like an e-chess, or is like an e-sport kind of chess kind of thing?
It's real-life chess.
Oh, my God.
October 4th.
People actually sitting in the same room? Oh, my
But it's
goodness.
being held at the esports stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Okay. So you're getting a little esports in there. Yeah. You know, it's real chess. And,
yeah. Well, they also,
I shouldn't say real chess. I should say live chess.
I was actually surprised. 2,500 spectators can fit into a 100,000 square foot arena in Arlington. Mm-hmm. I would thought there'd be a little bit more, but you also have two 90-foot LED screens.
Yeah, well, that takes up space.
Theatrical lighting on the stage, everything,
Look, chess is a big... I guess I can call it a sport. It's a big event. I mean, look, there are legends in chess. Bobby Fischer, what was amazing. There's always some person every year competing in chess against an AI or a computer or some kind of whatever they're doing. But no, chess is big. Yep. Chess is it's one of those really old games that everyone knows and everyone loves.
Like rock, paper, scissors.
I can't believe rock, paper, scissors is 2,000 years old. Yeah, we had a story on New Jersey just had a rock, paper, scissors event. It was run by the New Jersey Lottery, so it was a big thing. But
it pales in comparison to chess.
Chess, I would think, would be older than rock, paper, scissors.
It is. I think it is. But just so you know, this is called Checkmate USA versus India.
Okay.
It's team sports, country versus country.
Okay.
It's got like grandmasters playing. It's got world champions playing.
So is there more than two people playing at a time? You said it's a team thing. How does that work? Do a lot of people play matches at the same time? No? Okay.
No, it's all set up head to head.
Okay.
Here's the list we've got. The full slate of 5 boards. They're going to have 5 different tournaments going, 5 different games.
Okay, so they're
not at the same time, one after the other, one after the other. It's like a wrestling card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I thought it'd be like a room full of chess players, like a Chessapalooza kind of thing.
According to the press release, the full slate will have 5 boards, including a mix of established stars. Mm-hmm. That's the grandmasters and the world champions.
Okay.
Content creators. They got a pair of content creators going after each other. Wow. They've got a total of 10 million followers together.
Now, are these content creators in the world of chess?
Yes.
Okay.
They're chess ambassadors,
they're
virtual.
Chess content creators.
Content creators. 10 million followers together.
Wow. Okay.
So there's women's champions. There's junior prodigies playing against each other. And it's United States versus India.
Okay.
The match each match will consist of 5 rounds played sequentially.
All right.
This is what it's described, but 1 board at a time. United States gets white, the India gets black.
Okay.
Or red. I don't know exactly which color they're going.
It's white and
black.
Well,
it depends on what they want to do. They may change the colors for the
I didn't even know you can change the color. I thought it was just white and black.
Well, traditional is white and black.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 10 minutes per player for the round for the regular games. It's a 10-minute game.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. If it's drawn at the end of the 10-minute time limit.
Now, do they have that clock? They have to make a move and then they punch a clock kind of thing?
But they have overtime.
All right.
If the match is tied at the end of regulation, it goes to overtime. Mm-hmm. Then they got 5 more minutes per player. And if that's still a tie after that, they go to a shootout game where it's 1 minute per player to make a move.
So
then if it's still drawn after that, they keep going minute by minute until someone wins a match.
So this must be scored in a certain type of way because chess games can go like a day long, without getting a checkmate or whatever. But I'm assuming these
they're timed. They're timed.
Well, but how do you score? There's scoring.
If you win the match. Well, each one is assigned certain points when you take someone off the board.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about because 10 minutes. That's insanely quick to try and get a checkmate on.
Well,
someone.
it's technically speed chess, which is what we're talking about here.
Okay.
And this is going to be kind of
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can get a checkmate in 10 minutes. I have no idea.
Some of these guys
I've never sat and watched a chess match before in my life.
Well, so. With the content creators, they may go quicker than a lot of other people. But
okay,
we've got general admission tickets are on sale now for this too. By the way,
wait. Let me guess how much? About $20 each.
$170.
Whoa, wow.
Early birds are going for $120 right now.
Wow.
They'll be when they get closer, it'll drop the early birds. That's just general admission.
Now they selling merchandise too. They're getting the Checkmate T-shirt kind of thing, and
under the VIP ticket, which is also for sale, it's $500.
Wow.
Which is closer to the stage.
Oh, so the 500 gets you closer to the stage.
The early bird is $350.
Wow, I said $20.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, my apologies.
Well, think about that.
Checkmate, whatever.
If you do 2,500 times 170, that's a good
yeah.
amount of money coming
absolutely.
in. No word on the prize pool, but they also have with this other package, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't announced what the price is yet. They haven't determined the price yet. The VIP patron.
Okay.
Sounds like this is almost like a sporting event kind of ticket. It is a sporting event. You got exclusive access and premium experiences throughout the event, including backstage access.
Oh, okay.
Player lounge access. So I guess there's a room back there, like a green room. After party with the players.
Okay.
Simultaneous matches with other people. You can actually play.
You can play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Complimentary food and beverage.
All right.
Player lunch. You get to sit and have lunch with the players.
Okay.
And premium merchandise and a collector badge.
Wow.
So they are selling merchandise. I don't know what.
I wonder if the players like
T-shirt
that.
looks like.
We've been backstage to like concerts and stuff like that. So, but it's one of the. I never go up and talk to musicians or anything like that.
Well,
we had
Journey.
We were
Journey and
talking
Foreigner.
We had. Yeah, we got them in the 90s. So I'm sure it would have been cooler if we were backstage at
when they
Foreigner
were in
the
heyday,
70s.
yeah.
But no, we got them lately. But no, they were nice guys and stuff. But I never went up and approached them and talked to them. But
no,
I'm sure either musicians or athletes aren't crazy about people going in their lounge.
It's all part of the deal now.
I know,
it's
but I guess
deal.
you got to have to do it. But I'm sure chess people are in the zone right now before they go out to the stage. I'm sure they don't, want to talk to fans or patrons who paid a lot of money. So it's like, but I guess it's part of the deal.
It's all part of the deal.
It's you want to play at the top levels of chess. You got to deal with chess fans.
And if this is successful, they're going to have the second leg in India.
Okay.
This is in Texas. Second leg maybe in India.
Okay. Well, that's great.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this does.
I'd love
it's
to
different.
see.
It's different.
Yeah, I'd love to see how much what this looks like. Is it going to be like streamed or something like that?
They haven't said.
All right. Okay.
But the esports arena in Arlington, Texas is set up for streaming.
I would guess it would be,
State of the art.
All right, well, I'll check it out.
We're going to take a quick break right now. House of Cards, stick with us.
Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024, the Audien Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-457-0924 or go to audienhearing.com to get your pair of Audien hearing aids starting at just $189.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Whoa! I think we got a show.
Oh, yeah, we got a show.
We definitely got a show.
Oh, yeah, there's a show. Hey, it's all about ratings, baby, and we got them.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
Well, we have the recently launched Brazilian sports betting market that has been growing by leaps and bounds ever since it started.
January. January.
It's already changed its viewpoint on esports now.
Okay.
Originally, esports betting was limited to games that were officially recognized by the International Olympic Committee, the IOC.
Okay.
And they were basically harmless type games. They're chess, motor racing, cycling, tennis, no major shoot-'em-up games due to the violence.
First off, I've never heard of cycling esports. Is that like...
That's a big thing.
Wow, really?
Yep, virtual cycling. It's just like the e-car racing.
How is that done? You know, if you're doing e-cycling or e-sport cycling or whatever they call it, e-cycling, they should be on like a stationary bike. Are they really?
Some of them are. Some of them just have the machines. Yeah, some of them have actual bikes that are on treadmills. They
don't have like a joystick controlling
No.
it.
You're actually on a mechanism.
Okay.
And you're racing against other people doing the same thing. And you got simulations for hills, curves, all that
I
stuff.
kind of like that. I've never heard of that before, but that's great.
It's just like...
I'd watch that.
Yeah,
I mean, but first off, you'd have to have a split screen. You'd have to have, the video version of it, but then you should have...
You mean watching the guy actually doing it?
Yeah, I want to see the person actually doing it. So, but also the actual, like the video kind of thing on it, the esports section of it kind of thing.
Well, if you ever watch the virtual motor racing where they have
guys, they're in the
they
simulation.
have a cockpit where they're driving like a cockpit, and the cockpit does... Some of them move with the road and everything.
Well, they
else.
do that for training purposes.
Yeah.
I wonder if they do that for the...
That's where this all came from.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, I like that.
Yeah, and virtual cycling started back in COVID time. It was one of those things where you could still have the tournaments.
Never saw it, never heard of it. I think that's great.
What's actually interesting to watch is the virtual sailing tournaments, by the way. They don't...
How does that work?
They have actual virtual boats that you're racing. The individual racing boats.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So they have those.
Oh, wait. The motorized boats.
Yes.
See, I'm thinking yachting and people leaning on the sails kind of thing. Okay. All right.
But originally, Brazil didn't want any of the violent content style games to shoot 'em ups.
All right.
But now, given the outcry by a lot of the organizers of esports tournaments, because Brazil is a huge esports market as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just for betting, but just in general.
Brazil's a huge market
for everything.
Regardless.
Yes.
It's such a everyone talks about emerging markets. Brazil is an emerging market.
Well, here we have Brazil allowing esports betting on other types of games now.
Right.
They had enough people, I don't want to say complain, but voice opinions on what they were being allowed to bet on.
The shoot 'em up games. There's so many tournaments, worldwide tournaments,
and they're the big money too.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, Counter-Strike,
like I said,
and Fortnite.
I've never heard of e-cycling. so yeah, obviously the other games generate a lot more money in the esports industry.
E-cycling is part of the esports Olympics.
I'd watch
which,
that.
It's going to be kind of interesting to watch.
See,
that,
now I'm going to have to go
with
look
you.
that up online and see what that is.
But they are now going to be allowing the shoot 'em ups, Counter-Strike, Valorant, Fortnite for fixed odds betting. That's a big thing too, fixed odds betting on the esports tournaments, and they're going to still incorporate the original restrictions for the entire betting market. No one under 18 betting. By the way, under 18, that's
18. I didn't know that they had 18.
Gambling company has no employees, sports officials, referees, athletes betting on anything. Also, no one diagnosed with a gambling disorder. That's how they phrased it. Gambling disorder, not being able to
and
participate.
it has to be diagnosed.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's only if it's licensed and organized in accordance with what the Brazil sports betting regulatory body wants you to do.
Okay. All right.
So kind of interesting to see a quick about face from Brazil on this.
Okay. Well, look, like
smart,
you said,
smart move.
It just started in January, so you're going to see a lot of politicians, a lot of judges, a lot of companies are going to put their 2 cents in and grow this market. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more changes in Brazil.
Well, I think when this thing was first drafted,
what is it? 2 months old, 3 months old, something like that.
When the esports,
this whole industry,
when the esports betting industry in Brazil was hammered out, I think they really didn't think it through, because the big tournaments down there are all these shoot 'em up games, and I understand the anti-violence thing.
Well, look, I mean,
maybe that was a way to introduce the country to, the esports betting industry, but I think they had to incorporate these other types of tournaments.
As Brazil's sports betting market grows, a lot of things are going to change. So I mean that's expected. So there's things going to be changing in esports or different sports or whatever. So, but like I said, it's only January they started, and it's going to change, and everyone's going to have their say in it, and everyone's going to adapt. There's a lot of sports that probably people are going to say no or yes to, and and as time goes on, they're going to change accordingly.
As long as we get more e-cycling.
E-cycling, I got to take a look at that. I've never seen that.
We got a couple different benchmark stories to talk about, and we've got the Esports World Cup coming up, which is becoming a very big event in the industry. It's a worldwide tournament between multiple teams, 7 weeks of esports tournaments over various games, both mobile and actually platform games.
So where is this being held now?
Riyadh. Saudi Arabia.
Is this
every year now?
At Riyadh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I know we're hearing a lot of the soccer World Cup or football World Cup or wherever country you're listening.
Well, they have a dedicated area for this.
Oh, that's my question, because it's different for the soccer anyway, because we're constantly hearing about it because it's in New Jersey in 2026 in the Meadowlands or whatever they call it now. But no, I'm just curious. The Esports World Cup, does it?
At some point, it's probably going to start traveling.
It should. I mean, that's kind of a great.
But you got to have the size for it, though. Sure, that's the problem. And what they're doing this year, they've announced the prize pool, which is $70 million.
Oh, my
that's
goodness.
$70 million American.
Okay,
$70 million
U.S.
prize
dollars
pool.
is $70 million U.S. dollars.
25 different titles that are going to be involved in this year's Esports World Cup. $27 million of the prize pool is going to the championship tournament.
Okay,
with $7 million going to the esports organization that accumulated the most points across all titles during the World Cup.
So, is this a team thing?
It's
is this
everything.
an individual
it's
thing?
Everything.
Or okay, all right.
The games. It depends on the game. Team versus individual.
Okay.
It also depends.
So
on,
this is
an organizational battle
teams,
too between different organizations too.
Right.
So you got a couple different things. You got the championship, the title, and you got the individual teams competing for the most amount of points.
Okay.
Across the
so
entire
it's like
World
a point
Cup.
system.
There's both. Well, there's both going on.
Okay.
The championship is you win. You win the championship. The $7 million is going to the most points accumulated by a team.
Okay.
So
big money
or organization.
Oh, God, it's big money.
Yes.
Now, is this every year or is
this is going to be every year?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You got Dota 2, you've got League of Legends, you got PUBG Mobile coming in. PUBG Mobile's getting a $3 million prize pool.
Okay. I know I'm going to probably get hate mail or something.
It's a battle royale.
Dota. It's of the ancients. What's the D
Defense.
stand for? Defense of the. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. I knew I was going to screw that up.
And again, you got Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege is in it, League of Legends. Counter-Strike 2 is one of the big titles now. By the way, Counter-Strike 2, just so we're looking at how big a sport this is, Counter-Strike 2 just set an all-time record for concurrent players.
Wow. Okay.
They had on Steam, they had 1.86 million concurrent players during one of their tournaments.
Wow. Okay.
That's huge. The previous record was set not too long before that at 1.82 million over at another Counter-Strike 2. Wow. So they're setting records in terms of concurrent players playing Counter-Strike 2.
Can I tell you, I am so impressed at the setup these players have, because you see them online and things like that. They have the earphones on. They have they have a microphone, and then they have a camera in front of them and stuff like that. They're talking. It's an incredible setup.
Yeah,
I mean, 10 years ago you couldn't be able to do this. I mean, what they are doing is just
it's crazy,
amazingly entertaining because you're watching them play, but you're actually watching them play the game, so it's interesting.
Yep, and again, Counter-Strike 2 setting all-time records for their stuff.
That's the kind of stuff that fascinates me. Like, I wonder, hey, what camera are they using, or what microphone are they using, and the different headphones and stuff like that.
And a lot of these teams
earphones.
bring in.
What did I say? Headphones?
Well, they're headphones because they actually have the mics attached to them. So
yeah, some of them are pretty cool.
You can actually have chats going on while you're doing.
That's what I'm saying.
So
it's
there's
like
a lot more involved in.
It's almost like a social event.
I actually am impressed with how they can play the game, talk to the other players, talk to their teammates, and strategize, as well as chat with the audience.
Chat and
there's so many different things they're doing at the same time.
Take a bite of their hot pocket.
Yes, yes. Or drink their Mountain Dew or whatever they're drinking.
What's the thing I see in the supermarket all the time? It's the pizza bites.
Pizza rolls.
The pizza rolls.
Yes,
because
the Totinos.
Yeah, because they have they're
Face Clan.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
I don't even know, but it's one of the esports teams and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
And again, the 1.86 million record, still not the top. You've got League of Legends at 2 million.
Wow, that's
crazy. Concurrent viewers. Then you have Valorant. Then you have Counter-Strike 2. By the way, Counter-Strike 2 is creating a whole new betting industry around it because it's got a better format than a lot of the other previous incarnations of Counter-Strike. A lot of better incarnations, better speed involved in terms of gameplay and tournament play than some of these other ones.
Well, I know we had a story a couple months ago that they were changing tournament formats to be more spectator friendly. You know, they're taking a page out of the MLB playbook and making it faster and shorter and things like that, making their games
also
shorter,
the game is simpler because it's got a lot bit different formats on how to play the game too, so it's more consumer friendly or player friendly,
spectator
friendly.
We're going to take a quick break right now. House of Cards, stick with us.
Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand.
Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
With costs going up, Adam & Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
Hey, this is Dave Weischadle from TurnpikeSports with this week's Bet Flash. With its May sports betting report, the New York State Gaming Commission reported a monthly national record of $249.3 million in gross gaming revenue. New York has 19 of the 22 all-time U.S. monthly revenue totals above $150 million in the post-PASPA era. While we're on the subject of New York, the Empire State has had a great 2025 so far. New York's revenue topped $1 billion following May's report, and it's the highest total New York sportsbook have produced in the first 5 months of any year. Year-to-date tax revenue is $551.2 million, and all-time tax revenue passed the $3 billion mark. And finally, Circa Sports is doing huge things in Kentucky. Circa has the debut of Kentucky's largest retail sportsbook at the Mint Gaming Hall at Kentucky Downs in Franklin. The new venue opens this summer and will feature an 80-foot wide LED screen, a 31-foot wide odds board, and over 5,100 square feet of floor space. And for your comfort, the new book has 113 stadium-style seats and luxury recliners. From the seaside to the desert, from the betting lines to the sites online, Turnpike Sports has got you covered. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at TurnpikeSports.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Where was the house? Where was the House of Cards?
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
Well, here we are. We're coming up on another esports World Cup.
All right.
I didn't even know there. There's so many esport tournaments. There's an esports World Cup, which I guess it should be. You know,
well, this is the largest professional esports
But when you
event
say
in the world,
yeah, but we're sitting in New Jersey, and every other story is about the World Cup. Or in the FIFA going up to Meadowlands. So
that's
when
real
I think
world.
of that's real world.
Yes, that's real world.
No, when I hear World Cup, that's it's in the news constantly here.
Well, the Esports World Cup seems to be moving in the direction of every other sport in terms of real life sport outside of the virtual atmosphere. We're getting a docuseries on the Esports World Cup, and it's called Esports World Cup Level Up.
See, I'd be very interested to see that because, I've seen tournaments and esport. I've never seen behind the scenes kind of esport. I'm assuming that's what it is, Is it like it's
a 5-episode docuseries that covers the inaugural year, which was last year.
Okay.
And it does combine footage of gameplay, all the different tournaments and all the different teams, but it also follows certain players and gets their backstories, on actually how the tournaments are running, all that stuff. And it's going to be it is running. It started June 6th.
Oh, okay. It's up.
And it's going to be ending the 4th of July weekend. It's 5 episodes.
Okay. Where can I watch this then?
Amazon Prime.
Okay.
As always, when you're dealing with sports, it's either going to be Amazon Prime or, like a Peacock or something, but this is Amazon Prime Video. And this goes along with some of their other esports programming. I didn't know Prime Video had like a show called That Gaming Show, which is just esports centric.
Oh, okay.
And they also have the World of.
I don't have Amazon. I don't have Amazon Prime,
no.
So I don't know this. So okay.
And according to the report here, it is shot in cinema verite style, which means it's just as it's happening, they're filming it.
All
and
right. like I said, it's behind the scenes kind of stuff. Okay.
And you're looking at an esports World Cup featured 23 tournaments, 22 different video game titles from all over the world. People are coming in to play with this. Big prize fund. So it did make a spectacle last year. Mm-hmm. And they've expanded it this year. Last year, $60 million prize money for the entire World Cup given out.
All right.
It's gotten even bigger now. I think it's over $75 million for this year, for 2025. And it takes place in just one area over in Saudi Arabia. And everyone's there playing in the different sections of the quote-unquote esports cities.
See, I like something like that. I don't, I think it's more interesting when everyone comes together in one spot and does the tournament. I'm not crazy about everyone spread out around the world and, doing their thing from home and stuff like that. So I like the fact that it's in one spot in a tournament.
I like the fact they've broken it up into 5 episodes.
And it makes easy filming.
Yeah.
Well, so it helps. Or are they going out before they come together?
It's everything. It's everything.
Filming
like the first episode featured a 19-year-old player from the Philippines, a South Korean professional League of Legends player, and an owner of a Ukrainian esports team. And what was interesting about the Ukrainian esports team owner, he came during war-torn Ukraine.
Yeah, no, I think
and he did this to actually whatever he won in the tournament was going back to support Ukraine.
Wow, that's
and
great.
That came out in the docu-series. I almost called it a mini-series. I guess it's a mini-series too. 5-episode docu-series, but so it's kind of interesting to see how a lot of these different esports are, especially this one.
See, that's fascinating to me. I mean, the different people, in like following their journey to the actual event. So I like that. That's good. And especially the Ukrainian aspect of it. It's very interesting.
One other aspect of the first episode, and they pointed this out in the releases, one of the players who plays Call of Duty, he's from Oakland.
Okay.
And he is the total opposite of a lot of the other players. He likes talking smack to other players. He basically just wants to be the leader of his team. And he does everything he can to get a leg up on everybody.
It probably makes for a good documentary subject.
That's what you want.
So that's interesting. So.
Yeah. And the one thing about these, and it's not about the filming. The filming, you just have the cameras running. Everything is in the editing afterwards. And it really is cool to see how they're treating this like a true documentary subject.
Well, it should. Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of like what the NFL films used to do with a lot of their stuff, and what's going on now with a different sports documentary. I know we got racing, we've got football, we've got baseball, but this is really the first esports docuseries.
It's something great for the fans. If you're a fan of esports, this is the stuff you want to see. This is how certainly you want to see them playing, but you want to see what goes into their playing and what goes into their preparation. I love things like this.
Yeah, and reviews so far.
What's the best part of Rocky films? It's the training sequences. It's behind the scenes.
Montage.
It's the montage of the training
with that 80s music underneath.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's great. I like that.
Yeah, and according to the log line, I just want to read it because you do take some time to create these. Esports World Cup Level Up pulls back the curtain on the inaugural Esports World Cup in 2024, where a record $60 million in total prize money sparked a high-stakes, multinational battle to become the world's top esports club. That description alone makes you go, okay, I'm going to watch at least an episode.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think it's great.
Yeah. And again,
any behind the scenes of anything I enjoy, because it's one of those things where it's stuff I don't get to see very often. And you see him play tournaments. You see him in the tournament room and playing other people, but you don't see what it takes to get to that spot.
And the one thing that Amazon Prime was looking for, and this actually fits the bill, they want a younger male and digitally not a native audience to actually be their main audience members. This targets that exactly.
Sure.
So it's great to see Prime not just doing normal sports, but they're getting more and more into the esports industry. So I like seeing this. I'm waiting for Amazon Prime to be a sponsor somewhere.
Yeah,
they haven't done that yet. I haven't seen them yet.
Well, I'm sure they're certainly doing their bit for airing it. So good for them.
We're going to take a quick break right now. House of Cards, stick with us.
With costs going up, Adam and Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
Casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beating the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes even the world, talking about the latest jackpots in the casino and lottery industries. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on this show. Press releases, game announcements, any other news regarding jackpots, info at TurnpikeSportsRadio.com. We've got our jackpot segment, and we're going to be heading over to Mississippi for our very first one of the day.
Okay.
We're going to the Gold Strike Tunica Hotel and Casino in Mississippi. Obviously, it's in Tunica.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a couple who walked into the Gold Strike Casino just for crab legs.
Oh, okay. So they must have really good crab legs, huh?
I would assume so. I have never.
Did they say where they were getting their crab legs? Is there a specific restaurant that
according to the release? According to the release, the husband of the couple said they weren't even going to gamble.
Okay,
they were just going to go get some crab legs and have a good dinner and that sort of thing.
Maybe it's a buffet.
Yeah.
So if someone went to Tunica and about crab legs, tell us where you get them.
Yep.
So maybe it's a big buffet kind of thing.
But it turned into, we went to go get crab legs, and all of a sudden they're playing blackjack. So I'm assuming they were waiting to go eat, or maybe they eat and they went and played blackjack afterwards. The husband said his wife had to go to the bathroom, so they stopped playing blackjack, and he started playing slots right by the bathrooms.
Okay.
So he ended up playing the Frankenstein slot.
Oh, okay.
And on a $6 bet, while his wife was in the bathroom, he cashed in on $2,492,962.79 on the Frankenstein slot machine.
Wow.
I love that Frankenstein slot machine.
Was she there in time for him to see that, or did he have to tell her afterwards? Or
according to the
release,
release,
did everything blow up and like every bells and whistles and she saw that? Or I'm very curious of how this transpired.
I will read his exact quote from the press release.
All right.
I thought I done broke the machine.
Okay.
And next thing I know, security is around me and all kinds of people around me. I didn't know what to do.
Oh, okay. It's got to be
bells and whistles went off and everything else.
It could be confusing if you don't know you won.
Yeah.
I guess so. I'm see. I think I said this last week or the week before. I'm never around when someone wins a big jackpot, so I don't know. I guess every machine is different, but I don't know what bells and whistles go off and things like that. And of course, staff would have to come and verify everything. So
I'm assuming by the time she got out of the bathroom,
it's a very happy, exciting, and probably confusing event when someone wins something like this. So
confusing. Sometimes, depending on what you're doing, it could be terrifying too if you're not expecting any of this. I don't know what the Frankenstein machine does when you hit a jackpot that big. I wonder if it roars or lightning, thunder, or whatever. Yeah. But he is now the talk of the tiny town of Independence, Mississippi.
Oh, nice.
A population of 164 people.
Wow, that's great.
So I'm pretty sure everyone knows they won the money.
That's great.
Yes.
That's
but
great.
Congratulations. That's an incredible jackpot there. Leaving Mississippi, we're going over to Nevada.
All right.
We're going over to the Red Rock Casino Resort and Spa in Nevada. As a matter of fact, we're going into their high-limit slot room for a Dragon Link jackpot.
Okay.
This is the first time for this casino this exclusively linked high-limit room progressive has hit, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a $250 bet in the high-limit room at 10 p.m. on a Wednesday night. $250 bet generated a $1,086,315.93 jackpot.
See, that's a very good investment. I mean, I've never put in $250 into machine for one spin, but obviously it paid off. So
yes,
good for them.
So that was the first time in that casino it's hit on the high limit progressive Dragon Link machine.
Nice.
Staying with first, we're leaving Nevada and we're going over to Iowa now.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, the town of Larchwood, Iowa.
Have we had jackpots from Iowa?
Yes.
I guess we've had, yeah.
Yes, I believe we've had a couple.
Okay.
But here we have the Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. We've never had a Grand Falls Casino jackpot.
Okay.
Beautiful golf resort, too.
That has to be an incredible scene, incredible scenery, and I love golf resorts when they're in beautiful areas like this.
Yes.
It's just great.
Well, from all the imagery I saw from their websites and what I saw in the press releases, wow, it is a beautiful golf course. We have a guest hitting the largest jackpot in the casino's 14-year history.
Okay, look at that.
Yep, happened just before 7 p.m. on a Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Guest was playing a black and white 5 times pay slot machine.
Okay.
Not familiar with that game. I've never played that. I've seen it.
Again, that might be one of those slot machines. You've seen it about 1 million times,
Yes.
but you just don't know the name of it. So,
But we've got a $5 bet by a player. She actually put down $5. It's a woman.
Okay.
Everything else remained anonymous.
Okay.
She did the $5 bet, again, a black and white 5 times pay slot machine.
All right.
I'm convinced the longer the names, the bigger the
Yeah,
payouts.
I guess so.
$758,161 even.
Not on a $5 bet, huh?
On a $5 bet.
That's great.
So congratulations there. Now we're leaving Larchwood, Iowa. I just like saying Larchwood. Kind of an interesting name. But we're leaving Iowa, and we're heading to Jersey for another edition of Jersey Jackpots. Now, Jersey Jackpots is what we do every half a month. We cover half a month in this.
Was it bi-monthly?
It's bi-monthly.
Is that what we call it?
Sometimes it's 2 to 3 weeks between, depending on how quickly the Division of Gaming Enforcement puts it up on their
Now, are they
spreadsheet.
usually faster in the summertime, or are they faster in the wintertime? I mean, does it make a difference, or have they been... I know at one point they were doing it
It's
every
all
month,
different
and then
times.
every twice a month, and then who knows? So.
Well, it really depends on how much is happening and how many jackpots. Now, I will say this. We're doing the first half of May.
Okay.
This was about maybe, I'd say, 2 pages shorter in the Division of Gaming Enforcement listing.
Okay.
Because we only have a couple to deal with here.
Okay.
And like I said, this is Jersey Jackpots, the show within a show, and we're going to start off going down to nowhere. We're going to the internet.
Okay.
May 1st, because we got a couple of brick and mortar.
Okay. We got brick and mortar ones.
We're
Good.
going May 1st.
All right.
DraftKings.com. Evolution Buffalo Collector.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a new twist on the Buffalo.
I've seen tons of Buffalo machines. I've never heard of the Buffalo Collector. I
Well-
probably have seen this 1 million times, but I don't know.
It's one of those slots that every so often a symbol that says collect pops up, and whatever the money values are on the screen, those go into the collect, and then you pocket that money.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
That's what a collector function usually is.
All right. There
But
you
we've
go.
got
I
Evolution.
just learned something.
Evolution Buffalo Collector paying out $155,239.48. Now we've got 3 on May 3rd.
Okay.
DraftKings again. This one I haven't played yet. Playtex Fireblaze Tundra Wolf paid out.
Okay.
$204,800.
Wow. I'll check it out.
Going to the boardwalk now. Ocean Resort, Atlantic City.
Okay. All
That's
right.
beautiful. Very nice place celebrating their 7th anniversary
Yeah,
as
yeah.
Ocean Resort. They were Revel before that and all those, forgettable things.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. I still have a T-shirt Revel.
Yes.
So.
$160,040.83 paid out by the aristocrat Dragon Link Panda Magic.
Okay, I've heard of that one.
Yes. Panda Magic seems to pay out a lot down there. And then we're going to finish up GoldenNuggetCasino.com. We've been seeing a lot of GoldenNuggetCasino.com.
Sure, absolutely.
104,000 even playing DraftKings manufactured Golden Nugget Bingo Blackjack, because DraftKings now owns Golden Nugget Casino. So,
all right, there you go.
We're seeing a lot of DraftKings manufactured games. I don't know what Bingo Blackjack is. I'm assuming it's a combination of the games. Here's another mashup for you.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I've been impressed with DraftKings online casino. I mean, we always talk about their, a lot of people around the country know their sportsbook, but they have a really good online casino.
Yes. And last entry of the week.
Whoa, okay, pretty quick.
I told you.
All
Well,
right.
there were a lot of under 100,000.
Oh, okay, you do 100,000.
100,000 or more.
And more. Okay.
We have May 9th, $121,354.85 over at the marina with Borgata. Light and Wonder's Huff and More Puff. The ubiquitous light Huff and More Puff game.
Okay, so there's Huff and Puff.
Yep.
This is the second one, Huff and More Puff.
Right.
Well, which then this Huff and Even More Puff?
Yep, and then there's two more.
I didn't even know there was two more. I'm shocked I got those.
Huff and Even More Puff Money Mansion, and then Huff and Even More Puff, and then it's like a construction theme.
By the way, I saw a commercial for that on television, believe it or not. In New Jersey, you get a lot of online casino commercials, and they said, now we have Huff and Puff and Huff and More Puff and stuff like that. So it actually made the television commercials in New
think
Jersey.
That's the new FanDuel casino commercial.
I have no idea.
Yes.
I don't. I get bombarded with these commercials. I'm getting them. It's tough to keep them straight.
But that's it for the first half of May for Jersey Jackpots.
Okay.
As like I always do, I do the recap January 1st to the current time. Here it's May 10th. That's what the spreadsheet went to.
Okay.
We have 1,641 jackpots of $40,000 or more, totaling $135,684 and 307. I always get this confused here. $135,684,370.87 being paid out since January 1st. 8 jackpots of $1 million or more. We're kind of stuck on 8.
I was going to say we're kind of stalled at 8. So maybe we'll have a flurry in what was this? May? Maybe the second
First
half of May,
or maybe the second
and June too,
or the back half. I can't say this is half because it only went to May 10th.
So
the final 2/3 of May, we should see something. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, we were like stuck on 8. I think that was like last month too.
Yeah, we jumped out to 8. Right away.
Yeah. So
quicker than we did last year.
Yeah,
now we're stuck.
Start. Okay. Yeah. All right.
But that's it for Jersey Jackpots, the show within a show. I'll be back probably in another 2 weeks with another episode of Jersey Jackpots. But that's it for this week's Beating the House. Congratulations to the winners we talked about. Congratulations to all the other winners out there. We only do $100,000 or more, so there are plenty of other winners out there. Congratulations to everybody who's won a casino or a lottery jackpot. That includes your bingo and your keno and all those other great games out there. So congratulations to everybody. Game announcements, jackpot announcements, basically any announcements regarding casinos and lottery.
Send them all to Doug.
Yeah.
I get nothing.
Info at TurnpikeSportsRadio.com.
So, okay.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time with House of Cards.
Tried to follow the shade.